All right, my guy, Bayethe. I was expecting it to say recording. How you doing, brother man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing freaking fantastic. All right, Bayethe. Last night we had an amazing conversation. I immediately wanted to follow through what we did last night, and after having that conversation, I know you and me are about to go through an entirely cool setup right now. But before we get into that, let's learn a little bit more about the man, the myth, the legend, Bayate, bro. Please go ahead and introduce yourself even further. Tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got into this field. Give us a little bit of your background, man.
So my name is Bayethe. My family is my mom's Zimbabwean, my dad's African American. So I have a little both culture, a lot of culture in my family and myself. And I grew up. Wait, can you hear me well? We good?
Yeah, man, you
Okay,
sound
sweet.
perfect.
So um I grew up in a very academic work. Like my mom's a workaholic. She works really hard, and my dad was very strict in my academics and everything. So I was very well put together, had the both best of both worlds between the two of them. And my dad helped me a lot. He was a great help and asset in my life where he put me in. He was a dad that will have me read a whole book ahead, like chapters and chapters ahead to get my homework done a month ahead of everyone else. So I didn't have to worry about anything. Uh, uh, so like the changing point in my life was in eighth grade when he put me in college classes. And it's called dual enrollment for anyone that's asking or wondering. But in Ohio, it allowed you to take college classes for free, and you get 30 free credits every year. So he started me doing that, and I got 30 free credits every year where I could be able to take college classes for free. So I ended up graduating high school with my associate's degrees, two associate's degrees.
High
So
school with two associate's degrees.
two associate's degree, 99 college credits with a four full ride offers to schools. One of them being Rose-Hulman. One of them was Ohio State University. Rose-Hulman is like comparable to Carnegie Mellon, which is like Carnegie Mellon is like comparable to like I guess like the little less just MIT and just like Carnegie Mellon. So
So let me just go ahead and say that these academic accomplishments are extremely impressive for someone your age. If you guys
mhm.
don't know, Bayate is 21 years old, and in a normal economic environment, Bayate is in a position where you want to say that a dude like this is about to be thriving, because of these academic accomplishments, you would imagine that academia would put him in a position in the world where he'd be an accomplished businessman. He mentioned that in a conversation that we were having, he's too overqualified even at his young age for most things now. So right here, right now, today, what did we do when we have a stupid fucking president in a stupid fucking presidency in a weird time? Instead of losing to the way the system is designed for us, my guy has actually came out with his own way of interacting with the world, with his own way, with his own entrepreneurial hands, making his own thing. And there's nothing more American than that, brother man, than coming up with your own plan. And that is what you guys are going to see us do here. You're going to see two entrepreneurs come together, flesh out an entire system. And I'd like to refer to your software as a systemized software. It's a system, has many systems built into it, so it's very systematic. And while we're fleshing that out, before we go any further, is there more that you could tell us before we start actually fleshing out the software for filling in the blanks?
Oh, and pertaining to as in what? Like
Let's say, tell us a little bit, like we were just learning about your academic life, but let's talk about where you saw yourself at the end goal in order to make that kind of software anyway.
okay.
Because I guarantee you, college is good, but somewhere, I like I said to you a couple times, it just doesn't seem like college matches up with much in the real world right now.
So I always was self-starter. I from a young age, so I was programming. I learned my first programming language in eighth grade. So I always had a project keep going on, ongoing, and I developed that into like an app. It's not on the app store or anything, but it's just an app that one of my projects I made was like a math app, and like That's all the way up until, we'll see, after high school, I graduated 2021, then like mid, say 2023, like I've been developing this project and everything, but like that's when I started like I was trying to apply to internships, apply to everything. You see my resume is really good, but like people will accept me and everything. Bro, I got 99 college credits, 99 college credits coming out. I got two associate degrees. Like, yo, why can no one accept me for anything? Like it's 4.6 GPA coming out of high school. No one would accept me. So I was like, no, what? Screw this. I was gonna go instead of me waiting for people to dictate my own destiny. How about I just go and create my own destiny? And I just went and created my own software, my own business and everything. Um, and instead of waiting for someone to give me the American dream, I went and made it for my own. And that's how we got in today. I just developed the tech and everything, and I learned. I did all the research on my own and everything. So
Out of my own personal curiosity, do you do any vision boarding? Do you make vision boards?
I had a vision board. Um, I laid out when I was like in seventh grade of like how I want to get my associate degrees and everything. Like I had a goal from seventh grade all the way to high school graduation of how I want to plan out to get college paid for, get the college I want to go to, and all the classes and associate degree I want to get before then. Then after I graduated high school and I accomplished all those things, the next goal was literally just to get my degree. My degree was just a BS thing, but also do it was to get my degree, but on the other hand, learn the life skills that I need to know that in the meantime. So once I get that degree, I already be ahead of everybody else. I'm I'm academic smart. I'm I'm not really I wouldn't consider myself smart. I'm smart work. This dude's I know like my rivals, like my best friends were like kind of like rivals. This dude's brilliant. He's naturally just gifted smart. I do smart work. He does hard work, but still brilliant in that aspect. So for me to catch up to compensate for that, I need to do other ways and other avenues. And because he's already in his grad school, we graduated at the same time. He's already in grad school here, and I am about to graduate next year for my bachelor's. So that's why I need to take a step back. I need to learn how to do LinkedIn, how to get jobs, how to socialize, how to talk to people, and that's what we networking. That's why I start to develop my networking skills and everything. So
I think that's freaking fantastic. And look at you, you joined the CEO network, you made the right move.
yes.
Very smart to make that kind of a play. And then on the flip side of things, we both happen to be very red-pilled people and we are in a very similar field in business. So it's crazy to see how like minds will get you super far, super fast. And of course, like everyone in the Miami Castle Club, as soon as they see these videos, they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have to talk to Bayethe, you know what I mean? And that's how
Mhm.
brotherhood works. You see one brother thriving with another brother, and then all the brothers are gonna come in and make sure that they are able to elevate you.
Yeah. I love helping people out. I was always that dude who was um when I'm walking by someone, say I always call it like I hate people's like they walk by someone and they know their shirt is inside out, but they wouldn't mention anything and just keep walking by. I was like, yo, like I was the person that always helps out people if I see it. So like I like helping out people, so that's why I want to help out anyone who needs this. I like providing value to make things more efficient and everything because you never know when that person might provide value back as well.
That's an amazing way to look at life because remember when I told you that like my takeaway from the word business is that business means people. You got to be good to people. You got to be able to help people, serve people, be of service to people. Giving is receiving, and that's exactly what your mentality is demonstrating there. Hey man, your shirt's inside out. Let me like help you or like let me go out of my way to say something that makes your day better.
Hmm.
That type of mentality is what see like there's I talked to Donovan Sharp about this. There's a book called Outwitting the Devil. And in that book, Outwitting the Devil, ironically, he's telling you how to win and how to lose, right? And in one of the things that he says, like if you're deep into like praying or if you have a good connection with God, one of the things that you realize is the amount of worth that you or the amount of value that you provide is the amount of value that you receive. So whatever worth you're able to demonstrate to someone else is exactly what you're going to get back. So if it is, and let me explain that a little bit more simple. Let's talk about that in terms of the market. The market dictates who the millionaires are. The market determines how much they want your thing. In 2020, when people were going crazy from the blank blank happening, right? When that was happening, the market decided that the millionaires were going to be the people that made toilet paper. And they were all losing their minds and buying toilet paper, buying toilet paper. But for some whatever reason, the market said the toilet paper people are the next millionaires. It's a weird scenario to describe value, but that's what they needed then. But and another way to look at value, when you're hungry, food is valuable. When you need knowledge, books are valuable. You know, so when you're able to provide value to the right kind of people, that's why you're going to see a system like Bayethe here take off. So, man, seeing that you have that kind of mentality at such a young age, being a self-starter, being someone who's a people person, someone who understands rivalries, somebody who's able to like look at another person selflessly. Let me tell you something about leadership, Bayate. I've been able to thrive in leadership for the majority of my life. As you can imagine, like I told you with male sexuality, it's usually that, and this is definitely reinforced with matchmaking. The guys that were sexually active in high school are most likely to be sexually active later in life. The guys that weren't are still not. You know, so when it comes to leadership qualities, I gotta be honest, bro. Some people are kind of born with it, and some people kind of learn it. And if you are born with it, one of the things that you'll quickly realize is that leadership roles are often selfless. Because what happens is that, you know, you'll be as selfless as you can to the people in front of you, and they might throw hate at you, they might throw negativity at you. You get some positivity here and there, but you got to be like stoic about the whole thing. You got to let them make their mistakes at you. You got to keep a calm mentality about it. And as all these things are happening to you, being selfless about it, the fact that you're giving them leadership in the first place is what propels you to that position, because it's a position that is not that everybody thinks that they want until they get there. Right? And then when you get
Yeah,
there, it's like, well, sometimes you don't even ask for it. It asks for you.
I was I do want to comment on that because it was actually a changing point in my life. If for anyone who watches anime, I used to watch anime. I watch anime. It was episode Fate Zero, episode 11. If anyone knows about it, you, you know what I'm talking about. But when you're talking about with selfish and selfless,
Selfless.
I was thinking one of the closest being selfish, but still care about the people around you. And what I mean is that you lead by example, but the more you think about yourself and lead, the more people will be willing to follow your lead. But if you're more selfless, like wanting to give up the stuff about you to help other people, they won't value your help and won't be less willing to change. So, and it comes to that quote, it was like, uh, you forgave them but never led them. It's basically you're helping them, but you're never actually leading them. And that was one of the things I learned at a young age. So don't get me wrong, selfish, you don't be too selfish to the point you're arrogant and everything. But also you want to make sure there's value to the help you're trying to provide so people don't take advantage of it and don't recognize, because there's people in my group I always wanted to help. Like, for example, the program I got put in for college classes and taking everything is open to everyone in the whole US. Everyone could do it in the whole US for free. College classes for free in the whole US. Everyone can do it, but not many people can do it, or not people are willing to do it because they just don't know the information about it. And I'm trying to tell people it's not about being smart, because the way the system is, college classes, it's not a, it's literally you're taking the same high school class at the college to get college credit. So it's like history at the high school. I'm really just taking it at the college and getting credit for it. Well, you're only taking it at the high school, not. So like trying to tell people that they wouldn't listen. So I was like, no, I just gotta lead by example, and hopefully they follow along, and it'll put the fire inspiration in them to want to follow along. So
100%, brother man. You got a really good head on your shoulders.
Yeah,
Because that is the truth. You can lead a horse to water. You cannot force it to drink. You got to be calculated. You got to be calculated. I think that's definitely a main takeaway here. If you're going to be giving the best of yourself to someone, it's got to be a mutually good investment. Can't, you can give selflessly, but not stupidly.
exactly.
So, as we're progressing forward here, I just want to say that as you were giving me the tour of your systems, I was able to immediately see the value in it, and I know how to use it to get the value out of it. And I'm glad that I'm able to know that. But right now, you and me are going to have a conversation where anybody who wants to work with you is going to be able to understand that in a very easy way.
Mhm.
So we're about to start fleshing out the systems. I have some questions for you that you guys can only hear me ask him if you join the membership. Some of this content will only be posted if you get the membership. You'll only see me and Bayethe go further into the deeper levels once you go and join Matchmaker, or once you go and you join his community too. We got something in the pipelines brewing. So you guys, again, you're gonna hear some great stuff, and we're gonna pump out as much value as we can for you over here on the internet. If you're finding us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, wherever you're finding us, the real sauce is always going to be behind the Matchmaker paywall. So make sure you join the community, get the membership, because you can actually be in these Zoom calls with us, Matchmaker Zoom calls and events, live events, right? You can actually not only be on these live calls, you can ask us questions. And if you're here, you can sit down and hang out with us, man. We are a community. Bayethe, brother, man. I know you are currently in a college right now, right?
Yeah.
But you got your portable system with you, your laptop, your computer, and
Hmm.
ready to flesh out the system with me. I downloaded his app. Well, yeah, as soon as we were talking, he put an app on my phone. For he's in Ohio, I'm in Florida. He's able to make all this stuff happen at his desktop screen. So if you guys think you have excuses, you really don't.
Exactly.
You really got none. Me and Bayata haven't even seen each other since like last month, I think, right? When that was
Hmm.
that time Miami.
Yeah.
And then my dog is already out here making moves in Ohio. So again, watch what my dog does. Watch the magic at work, bro. Let's pull up the system. Let's pull up the matchmaker side. I'm gonna start asking you questions that for like I kind of break it down like this. I think like the first hour is like stuff I'll definitely record and put out there, but then take a break and then record, put the second hour behind the paywall.
Hmm. Sounds good. Whatever. See your platform. So however you want to. You
Bro,
good.
pull it up, but yeah, the very cool questions go on the next segment.
So let's see. We'll start. Pull up your accounts right now, and let me share my screen. Just here. Share this. There we go. I got my portable monitor over here.
Yo,
Okay.
very freaking good.
So ready to go?
I'm born ready, brother man. All
Okay.
right. So before I start asking my questions and before we start importing customers and before we start importing the budget, give me the walkthrough of what you think I should do to start off.
So basically, of course, you have a Google business, set up that, set up your accounts and you sign to these accounts and everything. Because it's going to be your foundation of your business. Your
With
business is
what
going
you're
to be,
looking at, am I able to sign into that with you at the same time?
yeah, you can do that right now.
All right, cool. I'm gonna sign in with you so I can kind of get like a grasp on it. I
Oh,
won't say any codes or passwords or anything, but I know that I log into what you sent me at my email that you sent me.
yeah, you can do that.
And this
So,
happens to be somewhere where everybody can reach me. If you want to reach me, it's at matchmakerlocals@gmail.com.
Mhm.
Go ahead, brother man.
so the reason why you're signing into these portals is because your whole business is running off of this. So it allows it. So it's like I said before in the last stream, it centralizes everything. So stay think of like you have a point A, point B, point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, like all these different points, right? What this software does is it takes centralizes in the center, the core area, and creates roads to all these different places. And so now data could flow back and forth from point A to the core and or point D to the core. And now that core will organize that data and come up with results and everything, be able to like organize and sort the data into whatever way you want it. That's called data integration, and it's very key to businesses because, like I said before, data is very powerful when it's together. When it's separate, it's useless, almost very useless.
And for
Y-
anyone who doesn't truly understand marketing, what he's describing right now is a cornerstone of anything in e-commerce that is profitable. The cornerstone is called systems. What Bayethe has built here is a bunch of integrated systems. And when you have systems, that is where money flows in. And that's why data is so valuable because my guy has created a way for systems to work together.
I would say if anyone needs an analogy, like let's say uh, we were stuck like trading and stuff for back in the ages, uh, like the Panama Canal, there was like if that wasn't there, we'd be able to trade. But now, since it allows when that opens up, it allows a trading route so for the rest of the world. It's think of that as like integration, data integration.
Hell yeah. Bro,
So
that's a very good
Oh,
way. That is
babe,
a
bro,
very,
welcome
very
to
good
the
way to describe it.
Matchmakers.
The reason I would that's the other video. The reason I would say that's a very good way to describe it is because that's actually what we're doing here in this video. Imagine if you guys never got to see the system. It wouldn't make any sense no matter how many times we described it. But you guys are actually getting to see it right here, right now, firsthand, what you're getting into when you work with Bayate, how you get involved with this, how you get to be a part of the business. We are giving you value right now, and you guys need to hop in and hop on. Make sure you DM Bayate right here, right now. Get a membership and keep going so you can be a part of this mad gold rush of a hustle, brother.
yes. So just to start off, the first steps when you sign up to for my business and everything to use my software. Like I said, I set up your account first, and then I set up your get you the app. Then we probably schedule like another Zoom call for like a whole. It's a long setup. Once you get the setup process takes a while, but once you get the setup process going, it just like smooth sailing from there.
Exactly. And that's pretty much everything, right? If you buy an iPhone, it's called personal setup. It takes a little while to
Hmm.
set up, but once you get it all set up, it's all smooth sailing, like you said. And that's why we are sharing the personal setup phase with you guys. This is a fantastic time to get involved. If you aren't watching these videos and you don't know what to do at this point, man, you are missing out because this is some good stuff for not just me, it's good stuff for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like while I'm trying to figure out how to log in, go ahead and send me the link or whatever I need to do to log in. I remember I made a password and I do have the app on my phone logged in, but I'm learning with you right now, big dog, and you tell me where you think we should start integrating some of the systems here.
So you can just go to this website right here, app.brtechdev.com. Like,
All
I
right,
can
I'm
put
going
this
there
in the
right
chat.
now.
I'll put this in the chat for you.
Thank you, brother man.
And so this is, let me,
Got
so
him.
I don't want to put my information out there.
All right, I'm gonna sign in with the account I made yesterday.
Okay.
right, it's sending a security code to my email. Got the security code right here. Boom. Redirecting your account. I'm in.
Nice. Okay.
Man. There's a question I want to ask you that I'm just
Hmm.
gonna text you real quick because this is something I'll ask on the other segment, but I'm gonna text it to you on your phone. You got your phone?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, check out the text I just sent you. Which what I just sent him is another question that is very important to ask behind. Again, get the memberships you know me and him are talking about. It's good stuff up in here. It's important. Is anything like what I just texted you possible, or is there a systemized way to do that?
Let me check right now. You say you have those many people import contacts. You can is it in like a CSV file or what you got it in?
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely do things like that 100%. I could email it to you or Telegram or whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can. It's like a CSV file. You can upload all those. I think you can take it where I think there's an app where you can convert your contacts into a CSV file, and then you can now then upload it to here. Yeah. So let me check that
Oh, it's literally like right here built into your system already in contacts. Import.
contacts to CSV. How does it convert contacts to CSV file? Export contacts out. What do you have? Android or iPhone?
Well, I know how to get that. I have it
Okay.
I can just put it on my desktop right now. But
Oh, so
yeah,
yeah,
you just
you
straight up put it in here.
okay, so yeah. Let me share my screen so y'all everyone can see this.
But that's something we could do also at the same time. I wanted to say, would you say that we should start with manage Google My Business, integrate WhatsApp, Stripe, Yext?
That's like the setup process. We can go through each of those while you set up your account. We can go through I can go through each of those and explain those as we go.
You know what we're gonna do? Let's start off with Calendly.
Okay.
For
Or
this video, I think that's going to be a really good way to like get people understanding the importance of booking an appointment. Like yesterday when we were talking about if you are a lady and you have people booking you for nails, booking you for hair, booking you for anything that you have going on that you need, this right here is going to be a system for you to have people go from like let's say Instagram, social media, link in bio, right to your calendar. So I have a Calendly. It's Calendly slash Matchmaker Locals. My brother, man, let's import it.
so I can you see the screen? Yeah. So you can do you want to keep Calendly or you can have it through on here? We can do both if you want.
Let's start with what you think is going to be the most optimized way to catch people. Now, let's say this, right? I know that the Calendly link is something that I can put in a beacons or a link tree. I know the Calendly, most people know it and recognize it. I know that when you start your own thing, it might be like a little harder for people to understand it unless it's like smooth interface and you can just sell and get people to like to understand it by putting out video after video after video.
So okay, so the way Calendly does it and everyone and this does it is the same difference because Calendly has an embedded thing,
Mhm.
um, which this can do an embedded thing as well. So Like once you
That's
make the calendar, so in Calendly you make your calendar and everything. This you make your calendar as well and just embedded things. So, but the difference is this is incorporated with the software, whereas Calendly is like a third party. I can put Calendly in here. Um,
very
this
good.
is.
And let's just start with what you have built into it and
Mhm.
see like if people are able to put that in their Google Calendar, their iCalendar, and
Oh
that's pretty much
yes,
for most people.
it'll automatically put it to your Google calendars and everything.
Nice. That's what's up.
So, there's different types of calendars on here that allow for whatever business type you have. There's like personal booking for like one-on-ones. So this is like client meetings, private consultations. It's like then you have class booking, like webinars, group training, online classes, like courses and stuff like that. Then you have round robin booking, which is like distributes appointments among team members in a rotating order, like sales calls or onboarding sessions. Collective booking, multiple hosts meet with one participant, so like panel interviews or committee reviews. And then we got event calendar, like for scheduling physical events with no host association, like conferences, public seminars, exposure events. And then we got service booking, which is seamless scheduling for service-based businesses, spas,
So
appointments, repair services, and
I
consultations.
love what you're telling me here. I'm going to tell you what Matchmaker is, and for everybody
Hmm.
listening, this is exactly what Matchmaker sells and what Matchmaker does and how Matchmaker gets you ready to go on dates and find the love of your life. With personal booking, what I do is I give you one-on-one Zoom tutorials on how to get date ready. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, it doesn't matter if you're a girl. It doesn't matter if you are not good with dressing. It doesn't matter if you're not good with speaking. Doesn't matter if you're not good at being interesting or intriguing. One-on-one sessions helps me get you from point A to point B. So let's say that you were doing personal bookings for like 8 classes to 12 classes kind of thing. That's what personal booking is. Class booking is more like where I do the marketing stuff and I teach guys or girls that want to be able, well, mostly the dudes that want to have like the ability to sustain a relationship and have money made from marketing to have a relationship as the foundational money to be in the dating world. That's where I teach them marketing, exactly like what we're doing now. And then event booking, you already know, DJ Matchmakers in the building. So this is where I put venues together so people could come in and you can either listen to music, have a great time, or you could play some of the dating games that I'll put you through. So the whole left side of the screen here, personal class booking and event calendar is the core life essence of Matchmaker. It looks like event calendar might even, if it's what I want it to be, might even be able to replace Eventbrite. We'll talk more about that soon, but point is, if I put an Eventbrite thing together and everybody's using it, everybody's going and booking it, event calendars is event calendars is something I was going to call you about this morning and tell you about how many events that I want in Matchmaker every month, which I'll be honest, I think it's about 4 to 8 events a month, every month.
Hmm. So what I would do is I recommend still keeping Eventbrite because of how popular it is and amongst the people, but I'll funnel it so where it will gather that data and put and bring it to this software. So it'll be a connection or like it'll still be the platform or I can embed some stuff into it so the data will still funnel back into the software. So you guess I'll use the name Eventbrite there because it's very important because it's easy accessible to everybody. Everyone already knows it for marketing purposes and everything. But
Nice.
then just the data on the back end we going to use through the software.
Perfect. That's perfect, bro. That's exactly what we need. If you guys understand what this man is saying, he's saying his system will organize the data collected from Eventbrite so you can continuously give better events to your customers, give better events accumulatively to your people. The more knowledge that you have on your people who are coming to these events, the better you can service them.
Exactly. So I would say Eventbrite even has an API documentation. So I can easily funnel the data back to here and life would be easy.
So where should we start? Maybe with a domain or like a website to start like putting like what I'm gonna do is let me give you like a quick breakdown right now, right? I have the beacons link everywhere, and the beacons link is how I'm shooting people to all the different places, right? So I'm shooting people to all the different content, and I'm also shooting them to Selfie. But ever since I've linked up with you, I don't really see the point in Selfie anymore. I can abandon
Yeah,
Selfie and
on
start
Beacons
integrating
link.
with you and the
Yeah,
beacons link altogether, right?
yes. So this is how we're gonna start. Do you own Matchmakers, um, whatever your brand names, domain?
I don't, but I'm gonna get it right now. And the reason I didn't buy it at the time is because I didn't see the point because I was doing everything through social media to Selfie. But now
Mhm.
that there is a purpose for the domain, I'm gonna pick that up as we speak.
Yeah, so I will go through Hostinger or GoDaddy and make sure you're buying just the domain. Um,
Yeah, I only buy this. People buy like all the upsells, bro.
yeah, so Hostinger is really good for the prices, I would say. Uh, GoDaddy is good as well. GoDaddy will, but end up might try and make you do a package deal and everything. I end up getting suckered into it. But and also you want your domain as well. So actually no, GoDaddy might be the good route.
Yeah, the reason I use GoDaddy is mostly for the customer service. I can call them anytime and just give them hell if I gotta.
Yeah, so it's better to go with GoDaddy because it allows you also get the email as well.
Oh, I do
In
own it. I
emails.
do own matchmakerlocals.com. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Cool. So how do I bring the domain over to you?
Okay, so you do so
Manage or DNS?
go to your DNS.
All right. So we're just gonna start. I own two domains. I own matchmakerlocals.com and Matchmaker Zoom Events. I'm think that we're just gonna pull all of this into if I need to change the domain at any time, right?
I I
If I need
got
to
you.
do events as DJ Matchmaker or Matchmaker Zoom, does any of that matter? Can we change the domain?
So you can change. So there's things called domains and things called subdomains.
Mhm.
So if you ever seen like locals, they have um matchmake like fresh and fit dot locals.com. Locals is a domain. Fresh and fit is a subdomain.
Mhm.
So you can have as many subdomains as you want, but locals will be but matchmakers will be the main domain. So
I
you can
think
have
go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
your community dot matchmakers.com, and that'd be where your people go to your community. You have courses dot matchmaker.com that people go find your courses. So you can have whatever title you want for the subdomain.
That's what's up, my guy. So what I'll do for now is I'll go with matchmakerlocals.com because I think I'm mostly known as Matchmaker Locals. Let's do it.
Matchmaker local. Mhm. This as well. Who'd you get it through? GoDaddy?
GoDaddy, yeah. That is my go-to.
Hold on, match. Did I spell it right? How you spell it? It was just match this one?
There's no S.
Okay. On locals
Matchmakers, it's Matchmaker.
okay.
It's very good.
So
Very good. And
you
then
would
I'm at the DNS.
so since it's GoDaddy, it allows you to we can do it two ways when I show people. Because GoDaddy is a built-in where you just have to log in and when you just press continue and you just log in. Um, but for other people, you do manually and you put this in the DNS records. But for you right now, I would go back to the software here.
Hmm.
You see this page. Go to settings.
Like I'm actually doing it right now. I'm just like I'm clicking on it to continue and you're saying it's gonna automatically grab the domain.
Yeah, so you go to settings. Yeah, you go to domain over here, connect the domain.
It says it has an error. It found multiple A records. Hold on. Let me go
So
to.
don't click on manual. Don't click on manual. Do just press continue.
All right.
Matchmakers,
Matchmaker, no
Matchmaker
S.
Locals.com. And just press click this and just press continue. And it's gonna have you sign into GoDaddy. Should.
Good shit. All right. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, let me
So
see.
the other cool thing about what you're telling me is that if for anyone that has experience with Shopify,
Yeah.
Shopify kind of connects domains this quickly as well. And that can be very convenient, especially when you're trying to put together this whole thing on the fly.
Oh, this is a record conflict. Oh, do you already have a website in Matchmakers?
I might have like forwarded it to like a link tree or something, and I don't remember, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, so that's fine. Just do uh I can go in and manually do it for you.
I'd love that, bro.
So if you want to share your screen,
Yes, yes, yes. Let me do that real quick.
uh, and you can edit some of the stuff out. So
So actually, yeah, we might have to like come off this recording, handle this part, and then go back in. So don't worry, we'll record again. So for everybody who's watching, remember the cooler part of the videos are behind the paywalls, and if you have questions, you can ask. But yeah, me and him are about to hop off the recording real quick, and don't worry, we're about to record more in a moment.
yeah, stop this as well.
All right, welcome back, guys. We are back on the recording. I had my guy actually handle some technical difficulties, and I gotta say that that was amazing, bro. 2 seconds with you is better than any domain service I've ever had.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, literally, I've been on the phone with these people for hours. They don't know what the hell is going on half the time, and you were just like, snap, snap, done.
Gosh, I was trying to sneeze and didn't sneeze. Um,
All good.
sorry, but yeah.
I was almost
Um,
about to say bless you.
so now we are onto the phase where we have connected the domains and everything. So basically, this allows your basically think of this as like I like referring to the army a lot. So think of like we have centralized the central base, and then there's like the north base, south base, east base, west base, right? So what we just set up here with the domain, think of that we just set up the logistics network, like the communications network for the central base to communicate to the other four bases. That's what the domain is. So now you can make the central base is the matchmakerlocals.com. That's the domain, that's the central base. Now you can have a north base of north.matchmakerlocals.com or south.matchmakerlocals.com. So so now everything's running the same domain. So you don't have to pay different domains and all that other stuff. So what we have here is now you can connect your domain to different funnels and everything. Right now, we're not going to because we don't have a website set up or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what you do in the future. And just so people can know, like the difference between a funnel and a website, a store, and blog. Blogs is easy. Blogs is like just where you post like news about what's going on in your business and everything. Keep people up to date and everything. That's when people subscribe to your newsletter and everything, your weekly newsletter, so they get email response and everything. Your store, basic e-commerce store like Shopify.
I used to do Substack. You ever heard of Substack?
No, we'll just what is that? Is it a
Substack is
does
like it's like an email. See, Substack kept taking me down because I was doing a lot of real red pill content, right? And they do not fuck with that. But, but Substack, I'm gonna send it to you here in the chat. It's basically like just specifically a newsletter. It's just a newsletter and nothing else.
yeah, that's good. Well, why is my computer not charging? Yeah, but basically that is the case for that. Um, Store is your e-commerce website. The difference between a website and a funnel. Funnels is for sales conversions, as website is for like an overall general introduction and everything. What your
There we
business
go. If you
is.
could just say that a little bit louder, my guy. We
Okay,
lost you for a sec.
okay, now I got it. My computer wasn't charging. So basically, we got blog is for like your newsletter, like keep people updated what's going on in your business. We got a store that's like your basic e-commerce Shopify store. Then we got website. Website is overall view of what's going on. Your overall view. Whereas funnel is your sales conversion. So when you put out ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, and everything, let me turn on my camera.
Hmm.
Okay, I see. Let me check that out. Um, yeah, Google. Ah, no. Let me get back. I forgot my screen was shared. So, let me bring this to the other page. Okay, so once you having Google ads and Facebook ads and everything, though you want to use a funnel. You don't want to use your website. Funnels are more attractive, more appealing, more standout. That's like the thing that grabs your attention. That's like the bait, the hook, line, sinker. So those are the things that Brandon Carter, those are like the Money Bird, those are the things that like all the people on YouTube use when doing the ads, like play for my courses, Alex Hormozy and everything. Like that's what they use, the sales conversions things. Then they have the website overall, but the sales conversion is what gets the sale. So,
I gotta say, not only do I agree with you, I implore you for being this fucking intelligent, dude. Just to be able to identify it, reverse engineer it, see it, and then create a whole system out of it. That is what we are going to do today. If any of you guys ever watched one YouTube video and liked one influencer, this is how they get it done.
so basically we got Matchmaker Locals and we got Matchmaker, and we already have it set up where this is this right here is redirected to here. So if someone types in www.matchmakers.com, it redirects it to this one here. So this is the main centralized base and everything.
Nice.
So,
So I'll be able to, get rid of the link tree, right? And just put
oh
everything on the
yes,
website.
yes, I can make all those for you and everything. Your link tree, your like all those beacons and all that stuff. Like the only thing we won't be getting rid of is your locals, like with account with
Now, the
locals.
reason that I have locals is to let me explain the system, right? You and me are doing Zoom calls. When I created Matchmaker Locals at the time, it made the most sense to do live streaming. And in locals, the community, I can open up locals and make it completely free. And then I can make it, or I can put it behind a paywall. It has that flexibility. But this in and of itself is where it's all going to be centralized. This is the brain. This is the first link in the bio. This is the first link in the description. Matchmaker Locals, this whole system is where we're really putting the people. So if I go to locals and I'm live streaming, or if I go to Matchmaker Locals on TikTok and I'm live streaming, or if I go to Instagram Matchmaker Locals and I'm live streaming, as long as we take the content, chop it up, and we're putting people in this system right here, that's really the main goal.
Hmm.
So as I was birthed from Matchmaker Locals, I'm going to keep that domain. I've also become DJ Matchmaker in that time. And DJ Matchmaker is going to be the one responsible for hosting all these events through Eventbrite. And then, of course, Matchmaker Locals is about having people come together and finding a harmonious way or being in harmony towards finding love for one another. While everyone is complaining about the dating scene, I'll be actively doing everything that I possibly can with every blood, sweat, and tear to put couples together. And how are they going to do that? They're going to have to get behind this paywall. They're going to have to get in this membership. And we are look at the lengths that me and Bayethe are going to get you guys in here. We are doing everything that we can to make sure that you guys have a centralized place to have accountable dating and not only accountable dating, but have a very accountable relationship structure and a community that reinforces that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me share. Now I thought about it, I could just share this just instead, so people can't see other things. Okay, you don't see my Telegram, do you?
Your Telegram?
Do you see it?
No.
Okay, good. So I did it right. Okay, so send me your logo design and everything. If you have a picture of your logo, send me that stuff. So
I
we can.
I might have it saved on like a profile pic somewhere.
Mhm.
It's definitely in like a large compilation of photos, but let me send you what I got right now.
Yeah. So basically, since we got the domain set up, we can now move on to Launchpad. So, like I said, connect your Google Business, connect your Facebook here, connect all this. I got this for you. Connect your WhatsApp. Depending on your business, you might not need some of these. Depending on your business, you might not need some of these. But if you do need these, this would be great for you. So, but Stripe is the number one thing you need to connect Stripe. Locals is running through Stripe, so that'd be everything be good. But you need to Stripe on here. That's where all people be paying you through their software and everything. WordPress, you might not need WordPress because I'll be building your website on here. So depending what type of website you want, it would depend if you might need to buy these WordPress or not. And Yext is just another marketing thing to get your platform out there as well. It's just a boost in the system. So,
I was gonna say I haven't used WordPress since 2015, I think.
mm, yeah, WordPress, almost every website is using WordPress. Every website built using WordPress. It's very, I heard a lot of people hate it. When I first used it, it made no sense to me. It's basically think of WordPress as a company that just outsources all their work to China or India to get the work done for you. And you just bring the result back into your company. That's really what WordPress is. WordPress itself is simple, but like what makes it different from all the other ones is that it has these plugins. So basically people can go make plugins and incorporate their plugins into the software of WordPress. And that's it can get the security risk and everything, it can get tricky really easily. So but moving on smartly, we have okay, I see I got your logo. Okay, this is a good photo. I can work with this.
I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Welcome back in, guys. I was just having a little side conversation with Bayate, and as you can see on the screen here, we are actually structuring out a business plan based on some of the things that we know from each other about the brotherhood because me and him have so many mutual connections. Shout out to Fresh's friend Casey, who does a lot of dating organizing from Fresh and Fit, who helps put together dating profiles, Instagram profiles, getting yourself out there. We were just having a little conversation about how this community pretty much ties into his community, and we might be able to help each other out and leverage some contacts. So that might be a really good thing. But as you were saying, Bayate, go ahead.
No, so when Chris was talking about more about his business, I was trying to, from a software tech aspect, trying to break it down. Because my job is to listen to what the client's saying, how their business is, and translate that into a software version to be able to fulfill what that client wants to do with their business. So he was talking about like meeting up with the people, like he's selling time for money. And so he like people can schedule like 4 appointments, 3 appointments, 2 appointments, 1 appointment a month, and there's like different plans for those. So I'm just like breaking those down of like the calendar booking system and everything. So people your calendar. So you don't even have to manage your own calendar. All you got to just look when people book it. So I already make the whole calendar for you. The whole down payment system, the whole automation, everything behind it, I make that for you. But the more detailed it is, the easier it is for me to lay out the whole path for it.
And
So
I'm glad that you said that because what Bayethe was describing is that like he's saying, the more he listens to your business model, the more that he understands your structure, the more that he can customize. And that's why I was telling you I want to flesh this system out so much. The more he can customize this system for you, his software for you. And because I have so many years of experience in this game, it's very easy for me to lay out business plans because I've been doing this my whole life. So when I send him the information, he's like, dude, this is just super easy because I know how to do XYZ because you've laid it out so clearly for me to just capitalize on that. And it changes it. That's the difference between taking months to figure out your business and it being an overnight kind of web development thing. So you can go out and initiate your current contacts. And that's really where you want to be. You want to be in a place where you can take your business off the ground, get your contacts or customers in there, and let people thrive based on the value that you're providing.
you will have an event calendar. You will have a personal calendar, personal booking calendar for like one-on-one appointments and stuff. No, I'll call this no, call this a different name. Call this uh, consulting calendar, and then you will have a like a webinar Zoom call calendar. Oh my gosh, I spelled webinar wrong. I know I have webinar. And was another one I'm missing? Um,
Events. So that's the webinar Zoom calendar is pretty much like for marketing. Because what I do is I put together events, right? We need a calendar for you to be a part of the events. What I do is one-on-one counseling with people to help them get to where they need to be date ready. The other thing I do is teach people how to do marketing so they can get themselves financially ready to be in relationships in the first place.
yeah, so this will be the one-on-ones. The consulting calendar will be the one-on-ones.
Yes.
We'll have different types of those.
Of course. So there'll be
Uh,
different type of one-on-ones depending on like your unique situation, but we try to put generalized topics that appeal to most people so most people can just click and buy, right?
yeah,
But in general, a one-on-one is like, what do you need? Are you suffering with your charisma? Are you suffering with being interesting? Are you suffering with like your clothing? And how you look? Like we try to handle all these things cumulatively on a one-on-one. So we're
yeah,
gonna make it more and more simple for people, like guys and girls.
yeah. And I'm gonna make this detailed consulting calendar, like how much time it'll take and everything for each different types of consulting calendars and stuff. Because basically, am I still sharing your screen? Yeah. Um, I don't want to minimize that. I want to maximize this. So basically, the reason I was typing all that, can you see the calendar?
Yes, sir.
So basically, the reason I was typing all that is that first we'll put his availability in here when he's available. You put his availability on here. Well, first you gotta make a calendar. The important part is that so if you see here, there's different types. There's calendars. You have all your calendars. It's just groups. You can group your calendars, and then you have service. You have like a service menu for your calendars. And the difference between each one is like, let me give you an example of a barber shop. So barber shop has each person in the barber shop has their own individual calendar, and then they group those calendars under each different service, and then you put that on a service menu. So what this ends up looking like, it'd be like on a barber shop, be like hair. Okay, got it. It would be like cutting hair. I don't know what else is a barber
So
shop.
like
We
one
got
main calendar splits
it'd be
into
like four,
different
yeah,
calendars.
yeah. So like the service menu would be like four different ones. I'll see if I can show you an example, but like
So that is
service.
perfect because the main thing is events, right? The reason, so let me explain the business mentality behind this, right? I have always told people, Bayethe, the biggest problem that entrepreneurs make is that they're like kind of like you.
There you go.
And the only thing relatable to you in this example is being in college, right? Let's say you're a guy and you know that college kind of sucks and you know you got to do your own thing. So you do start building a Shopify store and you do start drop shipping. The entrepreneur's mistake, and I actually run into people doing this mistake all the time, is two things. One, they try to make their face the brand. So they try to make like their name, like whatever their name is what they want the company to be, and think
Mhm.
people are gonna just buy that. I don't know why. Right? The second mistake is that they think that if they buy this domain, if it's their own name and they're putting this content out there and they're putting this business out there, they think that as soon as they do that, that somebody is just waiting at the computer to go to their store and to go buy their thing. You know what I mean? They think that it's just like somebody woke up in the morning to go to your website. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
happen that way, right? So what I tell people is what you want to do is you want to go find people in real life. Go find 10 real customers in real life. Let's say you're going to sell high heels. Go up, cold approach 100 chicks and find 10 of them that are going to buy your high heels from your website every single time. Go get 10 customers in real life and then build a website. So real life, right? Real life is the first thing, and then your internet people are a different type of data. So the
Mhm.
real life people are keeping the company moving because you need money to buy, like they got to buy the high heels, they keep the company moving. And then you spend that money in Google Ads to go have Google Ads accumulate data from people that are going to buy because they see people in real life already buying.
Mhm.
And that's really the system that you want to use. Some people just do Google Ads and just the people and just data, and that's okay. But like you're a person, you're a human being. You got to network, you got to move, you got to live and breathe, you got to go out there and sell your brand.
So I just want to follow up what I was saying before.
Go ahead, brother man.
So I said those three things. We got calendars, there's like the groups, and we have the service menu. And this easy way to break it down. So if you see this model right here, um, can you see this page?
Yeah,
Or you,
I see brow shaping, and tincture.
okay,
So like different flavors of the same
okay. So
product.
this whole thing, let's start with the individual. We'll start at the smallest calendars. So this is a calendar. That's 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 the calendar, right?
Mhm.
But these two calendars are in the group of eyebrows. Okay. These two calendars are in a group of nails. These two calendars are a group of hair. And then the service menu is the combination of different groups. So this whole thing is a service menu where you can click on the different services like eyebrows, nails, hair, and wax. So it helps organize everything for you. So like for instance, for you, it'll probably be like you have personal so you have like consulting bookings, right? And
Mhm.
then you have personal one-on-one or dating dress or personal one-on-one for dress code or for dressing.
Guy
Um,
dressing, girl dressing.
girl dressing, yeah. And you can split it up to like guys or girls or all anything.
That helps a lot.
And so and then you can have another group for, yeah, so one's guys, one's girls, and everything, and so it can get easily. So that's what the calendar system will look like, and it sets up really cleanly and nicely for your business. So that's why the more detailed about the business you tell me, the more I can personalize it and make your life so much more efficient and easier.
And let me tell you something that does happen in dating all the time is that I have two group communities, right? The 1750 that I was telling you about, that's the generalized community, the most people, the average people. But in dating, there is always luxury dating. There's always people in the higher echelon looking to date within the higher echelon. So sometimes it's better to have like a that tier versus the more common tier.
Yeah. Um, and to follow, okay, I won't get into, okay, so I won't get to that thing now. I'm gonna follow up on that since we're on that topic. Is we do subscribing and payments and everything. So
Like they're
since you
about to
said
open up a Billionaires Beach here in Miami, right? They're putting together the money to make that happen.
I can the products. So I'm put the products, think of products, not like products like you're shopping for and stuff. Think of products like what you're selling, what you're offering to people. Or
Right.
do you want to offer, are those things more like courses or just products?
So there's two types, right? In Selfie, what I was doing is I was putting my book. So there's a PDF that I wrote, right? You can put the PDF in here. There's also like let's say that like you know how there's the CEO network shirt, there's going to be matchmaker shirt specifically for content. It's specifically for standing in front of the camera so you identify that me I am matchmaker or DJ matchmaker, so it goes from like that YouTube influencer space, kind of like when you see Fresh and Fit doing their thing for the podcast.
Mhm.
But this is more like Zoom, right? So there's definitely merch that goes with it, and there's definitely artist merch that will be like for the people that are like wanting to support that, right? But when it comes down to the dating material in and of itself, yes, there is dating material, there is marketing material as well.
Okay, so is it like, do you want them to have their own login page and stuff or anything, or for these ones, or you just want to have it be like a product or service thing? Because I want to make it so, because basically like this, if it was like the product one, I just couldn't go in here, create the product, literally just enter in the information that you have in that sheet there, entering all this information, entering the pricing and all this stuff, read the recurring pricing. We can do the subscription stuff, the recurring pricing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You could do free trials if you want, trial period or anything. Um, and that's where we do the pricing and all that stuff. And we
Well,
say,
I'm glad you're telling me that.
yeah. So, and we do the pricing and all that will be in here. Then that's how the people subscribe to your product.
On
And
this
then
Zoom call, click on the girls' night and look at that and tell me that what you think about reading that product description there. Don't buy it, but like pretend you were gonna buy it.
the which one was the 49, 39, 59? Which one was this one?
The one at the
Just
top. There, I'll send it again. I'll send it right now.
okay. Yeah. It's back over here. Girls night, join our Zoom sessions and live events. So this night, 17 one plan. This is perfect description and everything. Hosted by DJ, right? This is really good. Really good. Like simple, concise, and straight to the point. Experience a mix of networking and friendship building. Okay, this is really good. I would say you can also buy subscription and everything. Okay, so let's say this, right? Everything I'll change here. This is what will happen when I change here, right? Sorry, it looks like I look away from the camera. I have the second monitor over here.
Not a problem, big dog.
So right here, off we're going to go from like top to bottom. So the first thing is that right here, it'll probably just be DJ. This is probably more like DJ or Zoom events, whatever. Dot matchmaker locals.com, and then depending on the thing right here, and it'll take you to this product. It'll be like a sales funnel, and then it'll have the same description. It looks exactly the same and everything, and then you click when someone it has the same description, all of it. When someone clicks buy subscription, everything, it can take them to a checkout page and everything. I'll have that set up for them. I'll move this over here. I'll move this. Oh, you're seeing the other page, my bad. Um, which page are you seeing? Let me let me share this back to the second page because I was presenting. You guys didn't know I was presenting. So okay, so you can see the second page. So like I said, change the URL here, matchmaker from a subdomain to dot matchmakerlocals.com. Sales funnel, go here, click on buy subscription, take you here. I have a whole checkout thing, everything. I can make it look exactly the same as this. Continue, and now it's a subscribe
This
thing.
system also uses Stripe, so I just
Yeah,
put the same Stripe.
yeah. Everything's run through Stripe here, so Stripe's really good. And continue, pay.
The bad part about Stripe is that they shut down my boy Tate,
Oh damn, that's L Stripe. Well, I don't, man. I hope Rumble buys Stripe. Oh,
right? Don't worry. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll always find a way to help take your money if you guys want to support the brand and have value added to your life.
mhm. So that's the next step, and continue by. And when someone pays on here, so like you see, these are just check marks and everything for optional updates and everything. These are the important things. So
Are you
okay,
getting the clips inside Telegram?
yeah, I keep getting like 10 files and stuff.
Good shit. Bro, feel free to throw any of those on your socials at any time, my brother, man. They're going up on mine ASAP, and you already know what we're about to do.
Yeah, make sure to blur some of these stuff out, some of the information.
Some of it is has been removed, and if you don't need like there's hundreds of clips, so you don't need to like use one you don't like. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait, thanks, man. And actually, you don't even need to keep sending these anymore. You
I
can
just drag
start.
and dropped it. It automatically.
Okay, so you can start doing like this. Okay, so we don't have to keep doing that. Let me show you this.
Can the
Just to
content upload to this thing? I just started talking to Bayethe the villain, bro.
Yo,
It's
it's
like for all the
just
times
getting
that I was
started.
wronged in my life, here's the retribution.
So the section called media storage. So you should be uploading everything to here. There's unlimited storage on here, so you can have all the files here.
Woo!
And once you upload it here, you can
Straight to social.
it goes straight onto the cloud. So basically, you can click, say, just upload a photo, upload something. I don't know. Uh, Shout out to Grios Reason. So.
Whose
And
logo?
now,
That's Grio's logo? Oh,
yeah,
Grio Vision in the building. Shout out to my boy Grio.
yeah. So look at this. I uploaded it. Look at this now. Um, Copy link, and I can send this link to you, and you can view that link.
Good shit.
So now, let's say I send that to you. Oh, whoops. That is the wrong chat. Huh? Uh, that is the wrong chat. Put it right here. That chat. There you go. I sent it to you.
Looking now.
So you see it allows you to get to,
And I got it. Damn, that's dope.
so now it's on the cloud and everything. So it's unlimited storage and everything. It's limited of like 100 megabytes or something speed or so. Forgot the speed, but that's only unlimited on uploading. That's not like total storage. There's so far, based on what I know, there's no max storage thing on.
Well, as you refresh the page there, every video that I sent you was in a folder and I just uploaded the whole folder. So it's uploading them all now.
Okay. So,
So I guess it hasn't uploaded even one yet, but computer's on, baby. Let's see what it will do.
yeah, I'll reload it. So, but basically, yes, and now we can incorporate that stuff into software and everything. And now we
Perfect.
can easily, and if you have it on your Google Drive, you can take it from your Google Drive and put it on here as well. You can connect your Google Drive to here.
What the fuck is up? So it's not there, but let me see. No.
Well, because you're probably uploading a lot at the same time. So,
If I'm going to upload a lot at the same time, do you recommend Google Drive over the natural uploading?
well, it's just going to connect to Google Drive and take them over here. Um,
Okay. Good shit. I'll have to set that up as well. What I'll do is I'll make a folder specifically for this Matchmaker and just keep shooting content in there.
yeah. So, and we just upload it. It's worth it because even the upload is not as fast, it's still unlimited storage and it still integrates with everything on here. Because now
And
you can,
this is why, in my unique situation, I have four different Instagram accounts right now. I have DJ Matchmaker, which is what I intend to put all content goes there, right? Matchmaker Locals, heavily geared towards men in dating, and DJ Matchmaker is heavily geared towards women as well at the moment. But everything goes to DJ Matchmaker. Matchmaker Locals is really about Matchmaker Locals, the whole couples, the whole love brand, getting people united in the name of real love. Then there is Chris Lovers Live, me as a podcaster or a live streamer or hosting things or doing podcasts, things of that nature. And then there's Matchmaker Zoom Events. Matchmaker Events is like short for Matchmaker Zoom calls and live events, right? So Zoom calls and live events and the kind of content that I just sent you in the Telegram chat, that
Mhm.
entire Instagram was designed for that type of content. But I also like to sprinkle that kind of content through all four of the Instagram accounts and all four of those platforms because it catches the attention and shows people what we really do for people that don't know.
Here, just don't cut you off. Whatever you're sending me right now, upload it to a Google Drive and just share it with me.
Gotcha. Let's do. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, because you're downloading these off of like what? You probably just connect these. Yeah, just put it to a Google Drive instead of keeping them in Telegram and downloading. It's not efficient, really. You can just upload it. It easily allows you to upload to Google Drive.
Good shit. Logging in now. And that is why we do these tutorials, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are
Mhm.
learning some quick tips right here on the fly.
And once you're at it, once you get the chance, sign into all your social media accounts on here and create all these so I can post to multiple social media accounts at one
I'm
time.
down, brother.
So you can have multiple of the same ones and stuff. Um, but for every Instagram account, you need to have a Facebook with it. Because for me to connect to it,
That's
Facebook is like
fine. I
syncing.
have those set up. And let me tell you something, right? I had like 3 or 4 different Facebook accounts, and right before this election cycle, they shut down all of them except for one because I was red pill raging before Fresh and Fit even existed. And they decided this election cycle, they cut me at the heels and said, "Fuck you, we're deleting your shit." So I had to make some new Facebook pages, and I did. So I'm ready to do
Yeah.
that.
And you can also on here tag contacts on here. So I can make tags for different contacts on here as well. So
Fucking perfect, dude.
you can send review requests from here and everything. And you can do bulk actions and everything. Yeah, you can assign tasks on here and stuff. Ooh, this thing can do everything. So once you're doing that, I'm gonna start doing the creating some of the features for you.
Appreciate
You
that.
sent me your logo so I can.
Yeah, I'm logging into the Google Drive as we speak so I can make that happen. Just give me a moment here.
Let me make your client portal. First thing, when you're can you still there, my guy?
Yes, sir. Which business do you want to link? You don't have any connected business. All right, so, oh shit.
Yeah, I have so many tabs open and everything. Holy. Um, so if you could do me a favor, can you
Yes.
go to your GoDaddy account?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot I was sharing the wrong page.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. I gotta tell you some things.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, so that was fantastic. Bayethe just walked me through an entire back-end tutorial on some of the setup that we needed to get done to make sure that we bring you guys the highest quality in putting together a community. And that is exactly what Bayethe has done here. Not only are we putting together a community, I'm going to actually open up these blinds real quick, my guy, but go ahead and tell them how people can actually have opportunities opened up specifically from like certificates or courses and all that stuff.
So basically, we are setting something up where courses and opportunities and everything where say you have a membership, you have a product, like you're the face of your business, right? And you want to market yourself and market your products to everybody. Someone clicks on your ads, you stand in front of the camera, you talk, you do your marketing voice and everything. Someone clicks on your ad, takes them to a sales funnel. That sales funnel is connected to a courses thing. And and help is all integrated to there, and the whole process is all automated. So it's very important to keep this all together. And it's very awesome that it's very incredible that this software has all these features together. And if you maximize the potential from all these features, your business will go from here to here. I can guarantee you all the top people, like Brandon Cryer, uh, Money, was it Moneybag Bird? I don't know, I forgot how to say his name, but like all those people, like those top YouTubers making money, millions and everything, they all using something similar to this. So
And not only are the top YouTubers using something like this, but the point is that you can do it too, right? So let's say that you are not a multi-millionaire YouTuber. Let's say you don't even have a million subscribers or even 10,000 or 1,000 subscribers or anything like that. But let's say that you have a community and you can muster up the strength to get at least 5, 10, 15 really good solid clients or customers into your community that you did attract from advertisements, that you did go and get your go out of your way to bring into your business, right? Because if you're doing any sort of business, I mean, just like we were talking about, if you're doing a nail business, a hair salon business, if you're doing some sort of coaching from your home, you have to be able to drive people in here. And once you do, this puts you in the driver's seat. This not only puts you in the driver's seat, but it unifies so many different platforms at one time that it turns your data into gold, like we were saying last time, right? It turns data into gold because all of these streams of data, just like the Panama Canal you were talking about, brings everything together so a data highway can form and you have access to the flow of information about your business, allowing you to scale.
yeah, so I actually do want to show something.
I love it, man.
Um,
Put it on the screen. Let's go.
so I was thinking about doing this where I can put people like Patreon and business doing this stuff. Uh, so look at this. So let me show you guys this, right? So you guys know Patreon. So a lot of creators use Patreon to put all their videos on and community, keep their community close together and everything, right? Interact with all of them, right? But Patreon charges 8% of the income you earn on Patreon for pro or 12% for each of their income. So let's say you got 300 people. Now, and let's say you're in the highest tier. Let's do the highest tier just to margin it out. So 800 people, so 300 people, and let's say they're paying you $100 a month. So that's 300 people plus two. That is about 30,000. That's $30,000 a month, right? Now, Patreon is getting 12% of that. Get my I'm a math dude, but I might as well just get my calculator right now. And so you guys can see the calculations in real time. So you got 30,000 and Patreon is getting 12% of that. So we got times 12, 3,600. So Patreon is getting $3,600 a month from you. And then you times that by 12. So you're losing $43,200 a year from that, just off of the highest tier. And let's do the lowest tier, right? Let's do the 8%, right? So you got 30,000, and we got times, sorry for the background. We got
You're
thirty
good.
thousand and we got times 8%, right? So that's gonna be 2,400. And we times that by 12. So last one was 43,200. This is 28,800. You're losing a year just in dollars of revenue. Now, through my software, it cuts it down from 12% or 8% here, all the way back down to 3%. and payment processor. So you pay me for the software just to utilize the software. But at the same time, you're only being charged 3%. So that means it's 4 times less than this. So you are saving, instead of you losing $3,600 a month for the 12% tier, you are now, it's now, you gotta divide that by four because it's 3% now. It's $900. So you're only losing $900. I'm saving 4 times less. That's if you do the math, 3,600 minus 900, I'm saving you 27 extra $100, and you times that by a month, and you times that by 12, 32 grand a year. So my platform is a lot better for the more people you have. So, because it ends up happening, the more people you have on Patreon, it starts to stab you in the butt because the more transactions and the more money you're losing. The Patreon is free, the platform's free, but it charges tax and percentages off of every transaction that goes through Patreon. My platform is not free, but the tax and all that is like 4 times less, and the 4 times less will save you 10 times more. And the storage is unlimited free as well. So just
Yes,
want to put it out
sir.
there. And you get a lot more features, and it goes along with your other business as well, your business as a whole too, as well.
And I'm gonna
So
tell you, as someone who tried to use Patreon many times before, Patreon
yeah.
sucked. It's just YouTube unlisted. It's
Yeah,
literally
basically.
YouTube unlisted. It doesn't have any of the features that you've been able to demonstrate throughout any of these Zoom calls.
Mhm. So like, sorry to do some math, lose you guys, but 32,000 saving. Like I'm literally basically the summary of the story is whether you're doing 8% or 12%, I'm saving 4 times less than this or half of this. So whatever you've been charged a month, half of that you recharge. Or this top of this, half of that. No, 3 times, 4 times less than that. So and you're being charged less. So if you have people, you have like 1,000 people on Patreon, or you have like close to 1,000, you're getting like $10 a month, or you're making more like $1,000 a month or something on Patreon, or more people you have on Patreon and everything, you need to have this software so you can stop losing that much money a month and put more money in your pockets. So we could transition from that to this aspect, which is this is the check this out. This is really good right here. So this is the opportunities thing. So this is where to be able to see how your contacts go in each of the process, right? And we were breaking down before. So basically, let's say I'm gonna use a barbershop. The barbershop is a good example. Say you do a bunch of marketing, right? You do marketing. So person comes from step A. We do let's do a Word document so everyone can see this. You see this document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you say you're doing you're doing marketing, right? And on all different platforms, all like on all platforms, right? Using my um using my stuff. So the next thing you're supposed to do is get to the next part is funneling those leads. So you gotta split them up into stages, right? So like the first stage, that person starts off as a lead, right? And then they transition to like say you're a barbershop and they transition to they book an appointment, right? book appointment, right? And then the next thing it goes into a little branch thing, whereas it goes to either did they show at the appointment? Did they show up at the appointment? Did they sorry, background.
No, you're good.
Did, did they show up in the appointments? Did they
Missed the
uh no show? No show? Did they show? No, hold on. Show but buy, no show, and we got show but no buy. Right? And then we have, depending on each of those things, we have show but buy, and then we can transition them into another automation paying client and stuff. This is how like the automation will look like if I just breaking it down. No show, we've put them um in a email slash SMS workflow where we try to do a lead nurturing thing where we try to draw that client back. So we still be in their mind. Maybe they missed the appointment for other emergency situations. So
right.
we're going to keep sending them emails so they don't forget about that. Because maybe they just forgot about it. So email messaging workflow, campaign workflow,
Like that,
campaign.
man. Lead nurturing is the way to keep your warm leads warm.
Lead nurture email campaign workflow. And so show but no buy, then that's where we also put them in another one of these, but it's be tailored differently. And I can use Chat GPT to tailor these differently too as well. And you can do a paying client and slash subscriber subscriber, and then that's where it goes into the other workflow for where you automate like sales, like discounts and stuff, or maybe other opportunities you just want for people in your circle that's already paying, right? So that's the stuff that we go into them. And then the next stuff will be going to right here. Or and then review requests. Let's say they did show and they did buy. And the service did happen, right? Let's say they did. Hold on, let me go back here. Since we're doing the barber example, let's say the service happened, right? And
Right.
then they they paid for the service, paid, and then I have it automatically send a review request after it. So you don't even have to do it. So the whole process, that's how the process of the automation will work. So like kind of the lead, the come book an appointment, it goes into different branches depending on how it is. And that's where it goes into the different automations in between those things. So depending what branch it goes. So it's just like a whole layout of what the whole thing looks like. So the reason why I'm showing you this, so it helps me better explain what the opportunities in the pipeline. Because this is what we call a this is what we call a sales pipeline
Nice.
of how a customer transitions through each phase of there. And once we make the sales pipeline, we see how their contact information. So once that person submits either a form, fills out like a chat widget, fills out the information some way, somehow. They go into a little pipeline and we can see what process they're in. And the automation takes them to each stage of the pipeline. So that's why we come back here at pipeline. Create new pipeline.
Is this a
So
sales pipeline or opportunity pipeline?
sales pipeline.
Okay.
And the opportunities is to show I'll show you in a second.
No problem.
Lead, we got lead, we got appointment booked, and we got no show. We got show but no buy. And we got um buy, right? And then okay. And then we go back to opportunities and we add this here. So now when someone comes and submits their information in a form or a survey or whatever on the website, it'll put their contact information right here in these categories. And you can see how they transition through each of the process, each of the phase. So now let's say you have a bunch of leads, a bunch of contacts. Say you go out in the middle of the day, right? And you are networking with a bunch of people. You're giving out your business card, just scanning their card, filling out the forms on while you're talking to dozens and dozens and dozens of people, right? And they're filling out these forms and everything and submitting their information and everything. Once you come back home or even on your phone, you can check to see, okay, how far or how successful was I with these clients and everybody was where they are in the process of all these people I just signed on. Did they actually fill out a form? Did they actually do a book appointment? Or what did they do? And that's where this is. They put their content information and puts their content information on these categories. So whether there's still a lead or there's still appointment booked or there's still like a no show, a no show but no buy or a buy. And then the automation is what takes them from each category and so on and so forth. So it's a very organized manner of looking at it. And it helps with people to see where everyone is throughout the business. And you can also make point system of like how much value each of these are. So like how much value is a lead or appointment book, no show and everything, so on and so forth. And that's why it's called opportunities and everything. So and it shows like text messages, call, proposal, and everything. So you can do all stuff like that.
So not only is this important, but this is how you keep track of progress. And with this information is how you properly scale a business. If you have leads and leads are important, if you have booked appointments, that's great. If nobody shows up, you have no business. But if you have a bunch of people showing up, you have a great business.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping track of this kind of information, guys, is exactly like keeping track of fitness. If you keep track of your calories, if you keep track of how many reps you've lifted, you know that you're going to experience muscle growth. If you keep track of your leads, if you keep track of your book appointments, you will experience financial freedom, baby.
Mm-hmm. The name of the game. So, and you're seeing this page, right? The leads and opportunities page.
I remember it from yesterday.
Okay, nice. You can add new opportunities as well and everything. Contact emails and all of this stuff. So,
Fuck yeah, Big G.
and you can switch between the different pipelines as well. I only have the one right now. So, but you can have you can have a pipeline for affiliate marketers. You can have another pipeline for, let's say, a specific form you want to put out there for people to go through, or like a survey. So you
Well,
different.
I'll create a pipeline with you right now. I literally go recruit girls to be on the Fresh and Fit podcast. So, ladies,
Mhm.
if you're listening right here, right now, go ahead and send me a DM if you'd like to go sit on the Fresh and Fit podcast. What I do when I'm networking Bayethe is I get their Instagram and phone number and I schedule them for F and F, right? So if they come, great. If they're a no-show, horrible, right? We can create a pipeline for that.
Mhm.
That's also part of Matchmaker because F&F gives you the structure to be match made. Another pipeline is me doing affiliate marketing with you. You have your community, I have my community. I get a pipeline to get people to literally go and sign up with Bayate on his whole thing to keep his business going.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's do F&F girls.
You start with like a lead, I guess. Um, and we can have it where they fill out a form or something or book.
Yeah, it's like here's what it is. I meet up with you, I get your Instagram, I get your phone number. You are available to go on the show Wednesday or you're available to go on the show Friday.
Okay, good. So we need book the appointment for them and everything, right?
Exactly.
Cool. Okay. So you can book that appointment right through the app and everything. So okay, we
Let's
can
do
do
it. And then I send
appointment
them the location, I send them the details.
lead appointment booked, and then you can do like I said before. There's no show. No.
No show slash flake.
Oh yeah, flake. And then we got man, just brain for it right now. We got no show. We got show. That's it. That's it. 'Cause there's no show, but then okay, yeah. So like the show, and then you could put castle as well.
Yeah.
Print castles. So you don't end up bringing girls for a Trent Castle and back into the show. And then you can have review requests if you want. Review requests.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Some
I'm
are
thinking.
reoccurring, some are non.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that should be well, we can do no, you can do something where oh man, it just left me. Okay, well, no, no, it just left me. Okay, well, okay, no, the Wednesday. I was thinking, okay, so you said the Wednesday and Friday, right?
Yeah.
So you can have it on here whether they're booked for Wednesday, or I could just make a whole nother thing for Wednesday and Friday. I'd probably just do that. That's probably a lot better. Yeah, I guess make a whole nother separate one for. And so this would be like F and F girls Friday. So this is just a better organized version of this. So you got the lead, you got the appointment booked. And so you're helping with this also can help for your DJ stuff as well if you want to do that for that.
Of course, man.
Next stage we got Flake and we can do review requests as well. just like for detox or for you, so people know to bring them on and everything, and
Yes,
help
sir.
for them to talk to
Shout
their
out to
friends.
Detox.
Yeah, shout out detox. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get him on this thing. It's crazy. Um,
Bro, Detox is lit, bro. This dude came, picked me up, brought me to a party. It was intense.
yeah, I can just imagine. Detox is the man, or he is.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Detox.
Oh, from Castle, right? Castle,
When you move out to Miami, bro, your life gonna change forever.
bro. I was like, when I went on the first year, went on the yacht that one time. That was crazy. Like, I kid you not. I was not expecting to go on a yacht and everything. I was like, yo, especially at the price I got on there, it was crazy.
Hell
And I
yeah.
was like, yo, I want this lifestyle. Then I went from there going to Miami, and I flew back to Ohio, and like, wow, this really sucks.
Ohio.
Mhm.
OH.
Ohio. And then so yeah, that is
Bro,
sadly
can you
my
show me how to use a pipeline? How do I use it if I'm out in the real world?
you don't use it, you analyze it afterwards. So you won't use it. This just like sorts the data for you in an organized manner for you to view it.
How do I get, like, say,
What
let's say the girl into the funnel?
what you do, so what you would do is if you're out in nightlife all the time and everything, you're gonna have a card or something or your phone and have a QR code on there. So I'll set up a QR code for you. That takes you to all your different platforms and everything for you, like inside you can sites, you can set up QR codes, create your own new QR code and everything.
That's what's
So
up,
that's
because what I'll do sometimes is I'll put a QR code on my wallpaper,
mm-hmm.
just my phone wallpaper. So it, bam.
And you can create,
Shout out to Myron, shout out to Fresh.
yeah. And then I can link it to any place or anything. So one of the forums or anything, one of the websites or anything. So funnels. Let's say there's like a process of bringing girls onto the show, and you want them like view videos and stuff and everything. I can put down a say on the funnel and everything.
Hmm.
So it like sees if they're interested or not in the event.
Nice.
So QR codes and thinking that's just quizzes and stuff. That's for like school and courses and everything. That's for actually you could do that for everything, courses like quizzes and stuff.
Hell
Um, and webinars. Webinars was the other thing. There's some new features we got here. We could do webinar funnels and all that stuff. You create a webinar. So yeah, so that teaches the opportunity section. I would say yeah, I already showed like the automation through like the step-by-step process of how it would do. Um, yeah. You got any questions? Anything on your mind?
Man, I have a bunch of closing questions that I'll say off of the Zoom call, but like for
Hmm.
this part, I'd say that I think that we're gonna wrap this part up and let these people know that you need to get in his
Exactly.
DMs. You need to message this guy right now. If you want to be using this enterprising software, if you want to be able to put together a business, if you want to create communities like how we actively have, if you want to organize your plan, if you want to give yourself a retirement, if you want to touch bread, you need to be talking to my dog Bayethe. He's got so many
Hmm.
systems in place. There's no way to lose. Patreon, that's an outdated system like college, man. No one's using that. Come on, bruh. Well, some people are using it, but you shouldn't. You should be using Bayethe system here. So for everybody that got to see this Zoom call, just know you've been given a lot of value today. And if you don't understand it, hop in my direct messages, take my course. Hop in his direct messages, you're about to start taking his course soon. We are over and out with you guys, but you're about to see us on another episode tomorrow. Stay tuned.